We have an update about one of the newest mechanics in the game that for the moment will only affect Apple Arcade. And we have news. Some of the most popular Hello Kitty Island Adventure merch is back, and we have new collectibles and new versions of the game on Switch, and our first PlayStation news. So first off, if you've been playing on Apple Arcade, you know there is a new treasure mechanism. It just came out, and our first treasure was really exciting, a new piece of furniture, but since then, all players that I've talked to have not seen another piece of furniture. Well, we finally know how that mechanic was supposed to work, and we also know it's not working as intended, but there is a way to fix it. The way it was intended to work was every 3 days we'd get a new piece of furniture, and on the other days you'd get some of that random stuff. But if you're like me and a lot of players, you've only been seeing all the random stuff, maybe a gift box, calming crystal, a hologram if you were lucky, and you haven't seen any more furniture. Now, if you did see another piece of furniture, the reason is probably because you haven't been looking for that other treasure. Currently, there is a bug because right now in the game, it sounds like anytime we're digging something up, the game is counting that as day 1, and furniture is set to come on day 3, so we just keep digging up stuff we don't want and resetting our days to 1, never making it to day 3, and so we're never seeing the furniture. So right now, if you want to continue to do the treasure quest and you do want to get the new furniture, don't dig up anything unless it's furniture. They intend to fix it in 2.7.5. I was anticipating that patch dropping Wednesday next week, but we don't have an official date, and it'll depend partially on how long it takes them to fix it. But for now, at least we know a workaround, and we know how frequently the furniture was intended to come. I was guessing once a week after not seeing it on day 2, and the good news is it's not completely random. So we won't have another nest hat situation where it takes you a year until you get all the things you're looking for. In merch news, if you are looking for the Hello Kitty Island Adventure Sonic's Nintendo Switch thumb grips to come back in stock, the ones that have Hello Kitty, Choco Cat, the flower, and the leaf, those are back in stock in the US. I know when I was looking when they were first announced, they sold out within hours in the US, so I didn't end up getting these. I do have the case, I'll have to post a video for you. Here's what those look like. They do say in the fine print that they're compatible with Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, Switch Lite, and Switch OLED, which makes no sense to me. They don't picture them on a Switch 2. There's no Switch 2 option, and Switch and Switch 2 have different sized joysticks, but maybe they made them for Switch 2 and they happen to also fit on Switch because Switch 1 thumb grips do not fit on Switch 2. And then we have even more Switch news. It looks like for the first time in late August 29th, you'll be able to buy a physical edition of Hello Kitty Island Adventure for the Nintendo Switch that is not the deluxe version. I would still buy the deluxe version over the standard, but that's just me. But it looks like Best Buy in the US has a pre-order up for Hello Kitty Island Adventure on Nintendo Switch, standard edition, physical. In addition, you'll see here the deluxe version's on sale. The deluxe version has been on sale everywhere for various prices lately, but right next to it, and for the same cost, we have a new edition of Hello Kitty Island Adventure for Nintendo Switch. This is the Gift Box 1 More Edition, or the Gift Box 1 More Edition, not really sure, but look at all the stuff that comes with it. Can we make this bigger? Here we go. So in this edition, priced the same as the regular price deluxe edition, you get a collector's box, you get the deluxe edition, so those extra in-game items, and then you get all this other stuff. So there's a critter and fish guide, Top Hat's memories, 18 collectible cards, 1 premium foil card, and a new double-sided poster. The one thing I'm not sure of is if you still get the map that you get in the deluxe box. I would think so, because it just comes with the deluxe edition. In the specifications, we don't see anything about the map, but the map poster comes inside the deluxe edition game box. So maybe it's in there and they're not advertising it, just like they didn't advertise it with the deluxe game in the first place in the US, or it may not be included. Right now, we're not sure. But this version, the Gift Box 1 More Edition, this comes out November 7th. So this definitely seems like a gifting edition. It is the gift box, so if you were buying it for somebody else and you wanted all the extra stuff, given that a bunch of us paid this much just for the game, this is a really nice edition. I do want all those extra things and I wish they'd sell them to me separately. Like I'll take a critter and fish guide, collectible cards. I am very happy with my map, more so than these posters. The top hat memories seem really interesting too. We had been wondering if they'd do an art book or a guide or something, so this is kind of neat to see. I do wish it had come out when the game first came out on Switch, because you know this is probably the edition I would have gotten. I'm also really curious if the Critter and Fish Guide is going to have the bait in it, since Apple Arcade just found out that fish now have a favorite bait that's actually supposed to do something in the game, or if it's just going to tell you the biome and time of day. Even that information is so helpful starting off the game. And it looks like the collectible cards tell you what the 3-heart gift is and how to make it, which again is so useful. We've spent so many hours figuring out that information in game. That's why half the videos on the channel exist, to give you those guides. So now some of that information is gonna come directly in the box. I'm hoping that this means we'll see more merch, maybe a guidebook in the future, and then you may have spotted it on that previous page. We have a first look at the PS5 version. So far, this is all I've seen. Hello Kitty Island Adventure for PlayStation 5 Standard Edition. Best Buy in the US is showing a Standard Edition for $39.99. I have not seen a Deluxe Edition listed for PS5 yet. I don't know if there's going to be one. Best Buy is listing a release date of August 29th, and that is the same release date they have for the Standard Edition on Nintendo Switch, so it seems pretty likely we're gonna see the PlayStation 5 version release on August 29th, at least in physical. We don't know yet if the digital will release at the same time or not. Apparently there was also a press release. I haven't been able to find it. This article gives that international pricing and confirms that August 29th North America, Europe, and Asia release date for that Standard Edition on PlayStation 5 and Switch. And they also say here PlayStation 4 and 5 versions are planned to have a digital release sometime in 2025, but that the press release does not mention the digital version. And then otherwise, if you're playing on Apple Arcade, remember today is the first time we could see our new visitor in the game that came with the latest update. So be sure to log in today, see if she's visiting your island, and check to see if you got furniture on rotation, and if you didn't, don't dig up that treasure. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island Adventure content, and turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.